Afadhali mzee ambaye ni mtulivu, ambaye hana haja ya kujaza mifuko yake, ambaye atachunga masilahi ya watu yake, badala ya mdomo tamtamu 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 tamtamu. Lakini akiingia ni wale wa kufanya moja yako, nusu ya mwananchi, mbili yako na tano yangu, na mnawajua nyinyi.
Kutafuta uongozi kwa kutumia dini au kutumia kabila unagawa watu. Kazi ya uongozi ni kujenga watu wawe kitu kimoja.
The 2.2 billion has been spent in the office of the president and State House between July and September. If you do that calculation, it means that we spend in that office 23 million per day and 1 million per hour. That cannot be sustainable.
Tunaingia vijijini, mijini na hata jijini kukuletea taarifa mchana kutwa. Usiku tunakaa kitako, tunadadavua tukichanganua taarifa na makala muhimu yanayokuhusu wewe na familia yako.
Nasikia watu wanasema baba ametusaliti. Between baba kutusaliti na sisi kusaliti baba, nani amesaliti mwingine?
Inapeangwa, it mostly goes to foreign ministries. So baba is overqualified for that position.
To build this railways for Africa. So now he's thinking about tumemkataa kama baba wetu.
Unaweza kuwa kuna mtoto ulizaa ukapatia nchi ikuwe inamfanya vile inataka.
Uhuru has been working very hard. Ruto akaenda huko na nguvu. Ruto was never invited in the inauguration.
Ungana na Bernard Ngozi kwenye Open Forum Political Show kuanzia saa 4 usiku hadi dakika zake kila siku ya wiki kwenye Sound Card Talk.
Open Forum Political Discussion Show. The show that gives an opportunity to air what you feel and think about the latest development.
Tukutane Sound Card Talk.
Unatazama Sound Card Talk. Toa sauti yako usikike.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome for another amazing moment, another amazing episode. I go by the name Director Shadizo or Shadizo, and I welcome you people from this amazing live whereby we'll be rolling down and looking more details toward the raising up of the country. So please, I welcome you. Welcome tonight so that we can have a conversation tonight. We can have a party whereby we will be conversing one-on-one tonight. And as principles goes, kama dawa, I'll be bringing the medicine for our nation, treating our nation, and making our nation better. So tonight, I want to welcome you wherever you're watching us from, as we will be diving up the conversation, as we'll be communicating tonight and having another amazing moment together as Sound Card Talk. Please, for those who are joining, thank you for joining, please. And please, just tell me on the comment section, where are you getting us from? And it will be good. And it will be so amazing so that we can have conversation today, or I can send a shout out and to you. Without much ado, I'll just drive direct to the topic of the day, whereby we will be looking about Kalonzo and Wamalwa challenge the Adani deal in court. Also, we'll be looking about the DP Kindiki appointed UDA DP Deputy Leader. So we'll be looking at more details about that. Also be looking about other things that are being raising up on the country, whereby we will be having a discussion tonight as we converse. And without forgetting, I'll also urge you to speak about on our poll question tonight. On our poll question tonight, our poll question tonight says like this. When you're also free to contribute on our poll question tonight, as those for those who are joining the inside the studio, or those who are liking the video, please also contribute to the poll question. Our poll question tonight says that do you agree with the arrest of the main support in Kenya's exam leakage and cheating scams? Because there have been a lot of cheatings and a lot of exam scams recently been raising up inside our nation, and it's been alarming, whereby even last few days that young man was murdered in school during the examination time, during the examination period. So we need to have a conversation also out there. Please vote there, and as we voting, please remember to click the like button. Please click the like button so that we can also be together. For those who are watching, share, tell the people that today we are here and we are ready to roll. We are ready to have the conversation. We are ready to speak. We are ready to cheer it up, and we are ready to have a conversation. So people in the comment section, I welcome you today. I want to you feel like you are welcome, because you are the part and parcel of Sound Candy Talk, and I really appreciate for you, because you are the people making us to be here every day and every minute and every moment. So I welcome you all, everyone from where you're watching us. Come, let us we drive for the conversation. Let us come as we look up what's not going on, what's not happening in our nation. When you look at inside our nation right now, there are a lot of chaotics, but today we have to converse and bring things inside order, or put everything into order. So we will look at the first part, whereby DP Kindiki be appointed as the deputy leader, party leader for UDA. So what is your conversation about that? Because it seems like they have uprooted Gachagua, and they have decided to put their Kindiki. And when you will see the way the things are happening, that's not in a better way, because for Gachagua to be uprooted as the deputy party leader, it's supposed to have followed some certain order. But you see the way things are driving up, you see the way things are going on, they are not being done in a better way or in a good way. Please, I want to welcome you. Come, let us have a conversation. Come, let us have a chat. Come, let us have a conversation. I will be playing our role video today so that we can be the same page together, and so we can converse together, because it's the time for having a conversation. It is the time for we chatting up. It's the time for us having a chat. So welcome on the board. Come and tell me, what do you feel about it? What do you see we will do about it? So let us continue watching. Let us continue sharing. The number of the people is still low. Let us sharing up so that we can have the conversation. And for those who admire to join inside the studio, the link is on the comment section. Use the link to join inside the studio so that we can have a good and a better conversation tonight as we here on Sound Candy Talk. Please, I still remind you, if the first time coming across the channel, please remember to click the like button. Remember to click the subscription button. So also joining the button. We are live on Sound Candy Talk. We are also live on Sound Candy Talk live YouTube, and we're also sound on Bernard M. Ngozi Facebook. So we are not today on Sound Candy Talk Facebook because we have some issues a little bit, but we will sort them out. So I welcome you all, people. Please come join. Let us have the conversation. And before I continue, let me just give a little shout out for the people in the comment section. I see Esther saying good evening, Bernard, and all of you. Thank you, Esther, for saying that. I see also Toon saying hi, Shadizo, and everyone. Thank you. Hi, Toon. To you too. Green says hi, everyone. Thank you, Green. I see also Chris Packer. It was Crispy. That's this guy says hi, Shadizo. Thank you. Hi to you, GYPSY. Thank you. I see to Muhammad saying like the video, share the video, and also subscribe. Thank you. I see also Willie Mwendoa saying hi, Shadizo, and all. Thank you. Hi to you, Willie. I see also Gibbs says hi, Shadizo. Thank you, Gibbs. I see Toon say like the video, share the video, and let us have the conversation. The links on the comment section. Use the link to join. I see also Freedom says hi, Shadizo. Hi Green, hi Willie, and everyone. Thank you, Gibbs, for that communication. I welcome you. Welcome. Invite person to watch with. Don't just watch alone. The link to join inside the space on the comment section. Use the link where let's stream it, configure your camera and your audio, and we have a conversation tonight. So I want to welcome you, all of you, with a humble heart, with much love. Come, let us have a conversation as Kenyans. Come, let us have a conversation as we Kenyans, because we are the one that living in this nation, and we are the one to align everything up according to the will, or according to our will.
Kutoka Mombasa hadi Kakamega, hii ni Sound Candi Talk.
The United Democratic Alliance, UDA, National Executive Council has resolved to remove former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua from his role as the Deputy Party Leader. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has replaced him. As Citizen TV's Ben Kirui reports, Kindiki pledged to work closely with party leaders to promote national unity and strengthen the party.
Deputy President Kithure Kindiki arrived at the UDA's Asla Center to officially take up the role of Deputy Party Leader following a decisive meeting by the United Democratic Alliance UDA National Executive Council.
Excellency, sir, I now wish to declare you the official Deputy Party Leader of the United Democratic Alliance, starting immediately.
The council's resolution to appoint Kindiki came after the successful impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua.
His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua is unable to perform the duties of the office of the Deputy Party Leader and subsequently ceases to hold office as Deputy Party Leader.
I must thank you for acting swiftly to make sure that our party does not experience any leadership gaps, so that we move forward the same way the other constitutional process of the transition in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic has already been concluded.
Party officials expressed the confidence in Kindiki, commending his unmatched skills and commitment, which they believe will help steer the party forward. In his acceptance remarks, Kindiki, a founding member of the UDA, affirmed his readiness to serve with loyalty. He emphasized that the party will collaborate with the other institutions to address challenges facing not only the party but the nation as a whole.
I expect to assist our party leader as he steers our party, as he steers the country, as the leader also of the country at the moment, so that some of the functions that he delegates to me, requests me to assist in, or I am asked to assist in by the party, I'll be more than willing and available to assist in.
Unlike his predecessor who was accused of pushing interest of one region, Kindiki vowed to foster unity for all Kenyans, regardless of their backgrounds, in line with the UDA's commitment to inclusivity.
I am aware that our party stands for the unity of our country. I am also privileged to have taken part in the drafting of our constitution.
Kindiki's appointment follows recent internal disputes that 3 months ago had threatened the stability of the ruling party.
All your communications.
He pledged to support the president in uniting the party and moving forward with a renewed sense of purpose and unity. Ben Kirui, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Thank you. That's how things are on the ground. That's our opening conversation tonight. We'll be writing more details and checking out towards this. So what I want to urge you, welcome you people. Let us come. Let us have a conversation. I thank you for those who are joining. Continue joining. Continue reminding other people that we are here tonight. We are ready to do this night. What is your opinion? What is your option about this? What do you think? Do you think that Kindiki did good to do that, or what do you think? Because I know that according to the law, we have to do other things by following the law. For Gachagua to be removed as the DP leader for UDA, it's supposed to have a conference and they have a negotiation and swearing in that Kindiki is taking over and Gachagua is dropping down. But we don't see that. We see it just they doing it like they have the mandate and they are removing Gachagua from the point and bringing in Kindiki as the DP president, the DP for the UDA leadership. So I want you to come help me have a conversation tonight, whereby tell me what is your opinion, what do you think, or what do you feel? Do you feel that is right? Do you feel it's the right way that we can go? We stand up by instead of leading by obeying the law, we lead up by disobeying the law, and we say that we are the seniors of law. So what's your opinion about that? Because it seems like for those who are the seniors of law, they're the one who goes against the law, or they're the one that doing bad against the law. So I want to welcome you guys. Come on the board. Let us have a conversation. Let us have a discussion, and let us have a chat whereby we will dive in more details, see what does it intends for somebody to be to be removed as the DP or a member of or a leader for certain political party. Do he follow that way? Do he stand like that, or has a conference, or have the right way to do? Because we live in a Kenya whereby we work according to the law and we drive ourselves according to the law. But you have come to the point whereby the law doesn't matter anymore, or the law doesn't contribute so much, whereby we go by ourselves and the way we think. So I want to welcome you. Let us have a conversation tonight. Let us have a discussion tonight, and let us have a chat tonight. Let us come to a conclusion, and let us have a very solid answer for this. Come, let us chat. Let us have a conversation tonight as this political open forum. I'll go back to the comment section, whereby the comment section Gibbs says, hi, Freedom. I see also Freedom says hi to everybody. Thank you. Gibbs saying Kindiki should not set party on the DP and the leaders of alliance. Well, Ruto will spit him out like Gachagua. Yeah, he's not special. Wow. Okay. I see also Tune saying hi, we're waving to Wilson, saying everyone, let us join. Let us like the video, let us share the video, let us have the conversation tonight, because it's going to get hot. It's not going to be light like we normally think, because everything is going crazy inside our nation. Please, I welcome you on the board. Let us have a conversation. Help me to discuss this. Do we think that we are doing it in the right way? Do we think that that's the right way to follow? Or what is the right way to do it? I want to welcome everyone on the board. I want to welcome for those who are watching us. Just tell me where you're watching us from and have the conversation tonight, because this is going crazy. And apart from that one, I still remind you on our poll question tonight, which is the alarming thing that happening in our nation tonight, whereby our poll question tonight goes like this: do you agree with the arrest of the main suspect in Kenya's exams leakage and cheating scandals? So there are a lot of scandals on cheating examination. There are a lot of schemes whereby there are people being arrested because of the examination spreading the leakage. So what do your opinion about that? Also, continue voting. Tell us what your opinion about that, because there's a lot going on in our nation. So on the poll question, make sure you also vote. And if you're voting, please consider liking. For those who are watching, the likes are still low. We are still low. Let us continue, keep on liking. Let us share up the video. Let us share up the conversation. Let us share up every moment, because we are here to be. We are not here to live. We are not here to be moved. So I welcome you. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. For those who are watching, tell them that we are here. We are ready to Lord. We are ready to move. We are ready to walk together for this journey.
Unatazama Sound Candy Talk. Toa sauti yako usikike.
Sound Candy Talk sasa imeboreshwa zaidi. Kila siku ya wiki asubuhi tunapambazuka na maabudu na sifa kwenye kipindi cha Daybreak Worship. Baadaye tunakuletea mahojiano ya moja kwa moja kwenye one-on-one show. Alafu tunakuletea taarifa zinavyochipuka siku hiyo zikiwa ange kwenye In the News Headlines. Kisha tunaingia bungeni. Viongozi tuliowachagua tuangalie wanafanya nini bungeni.
On a daily basis, whenever the House is sitting, the order paper is here.
I take any work that I'm given very seriously.
Not have favors. It's not appointed because you come from Nyeri.
Kisha baadaye usiku tunakutana kwenye Open Forum Political Show, kipindi kinachotadavua na kufafanua makala na taarifa zinazokuhusu zaidi.
Sasa hii ndiye time ya kuweka kila mtu question mark one by one. Ruto tumeshaweka question mark ya kutosa.
Umeenda mpaka umevuka border, umeanza kudanganya watu wenye wako US na manchi zingine.
Kazi ya kiongozi ni kuhakikisha ya kwamba vijana wako kazi.
Tazama Sound Candy Talk uelemike.
The United Democratic Alliance, UDA, National Executive Council has resolved to remove former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua from his role as the Deputy Party Leader. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has replaced him. As Citizen TV's Ben Kirui reports, Kindiki pledged to work closely with party leaders to promote national unity and strengthen the party.
Deputy President Kithure Kindiki arrived at the UDA's Asla Center to officially take up the role of Deputy Party Leader following a decisive meeting by the United Democratic Alliance UDA National Executive Council.
Excellency, sir, I now wish to declare you the official Deputy Party Leader of the United Democratic Alliance, starting immediately.
The council's resolution to appoint Kindiki came after the successful impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua.
His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua is unable to perform the duties of the office of the Deputy Party Leader and subsequently ceases to hold office as Deputy Party Leader.
I must thank you for acting swiftly to make sure that our party does not experience any leadership gaps, so that we move forward the same way the other constitutional process of the transition in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic has already been concluded.
Party officials expressed the confidence in Kindiki, commending his unmatched skills and commitment, which they believe will help steer the party forward. In his acceptance remarks, Kindiki, a founding member of the UDA, affirmed his readiness to serve with loyalty. He emphasized that the party will collaborate with the other institutions to address challenges facing not only the party but the nation as a whole.
I expect to assist our party leader as he steers our party, as he steers the country, as the leader also of the country at the moment, so that some of the functions that he delegates to me, requests me to assist in, or I am asked to assist in by the party, I'll be more than willing and available to assist in.
Unlike his predecessor who was accused of pushing interest of one region, Kindiki vowed to foster unity for all Kenyans, regardless of their backgrounds, in line with the UDA's commitment to inclusivity.
I am aware that our party stands for the unity of our country. I am also privileged to have taken part in the drafting of our constitution.
Kindiki's appointment follows recent internal disputes that 3 months ago had threatened the stability of the ruling party.
All your communications.
He pledged to support the president in uniting the party and moving forward with a renewed sense of purpose and unity. Ben Kirui, Citizen.
That is the conversation tonight. Welcome, set the board. Come, let us have a conversation. What is your opinion? What do you think about it? The link's on the comment section. Use the link to join the studio poll. Please, for those who are watching, let us continue sharing the video. Let us continue sharing the live so that other people can also get this conversation, and also they can also join us so that we can have an amazing chat and amazing conversation tonight. Please don't wait until it be late, the time you want to close up, so that you are rushing to come in, you're rushing to be part of it, you want to speak more, because now you are here and there, the entire time you are not there. So I want to welcome everyone. Come, let us have the conversation. The link is on the comment section. Use the link to join inside the studio. Let us have a conversation. This is very important for us Kenyans to build our nation together. I normally say it like this, that our nation can only be built with us, can only be raised up with us. Apart from that one, I'm also looking about the Kalonzo and Wamalwa Kithure submitting the case of Adani, whereby the case was supposed to begin today, but the case has been postponed until further. So that also we have to have a conversation about that, because apart from that one, there are other issues that were raised up, whereby the issues that were raised up, they look like they were so hidden, and they are being split out today or inside JKIA. So let us just have a conversation. Come, let us have this. Let us have a talk. Let us see this.
Joki Shege. We start from the corridors of justice in Milimani, where a fresh case has been filed challenging the Adani Group takeover deal for the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and Kitshako. The case by the Katiba Institute is the latest and even challenges the constitutionality of the Public-Private Partnerships Act. The filing came even as the government challenged the jurisdiction of the High Court to hear the matter. As you'll hear now from Seth Olale, two cases filed earlier over the deals failed to take off.
The 355 billion shillings investment proposal by India's Adani Group for the concession of JKIA and construction of power lines for Kitshako may face further setbacks after new petition was filed at the High Court seeking to stop its execution. In its petition, the Katiba Institute argues that the Public-Private Partnership Act 2021, through which the dealings were secured, undermines the constitutional framework for checks and balances by excluding parliamentary approval and oversight. Katiba Institute now wants the court to stop the government from taking any further steps targeted at implementing any concession agreement with the Indian firm until the case is heard and determined. The Katiba Institute case was filed even as the government challenged the powers of the High Court to hear and determine a case filed by activist Tony Musyoka, Mount Kenya jurist, and 3 political parties, including Wiper Democratic Movement. Government has argued that the court only enjoys appellate jurisdiction on the matter, and the petitioners have not exhausted other available mechanisms.
The way this Adani deal has been crafted, it has all the trappings of what one would call a state capture.
Shall be seeking consolidation over these cases. Means that Adani will not still do anything until these matters are heard and determined.
It is not a good deal for workers. It's not a good deal for the sector, that is the aviation sector in totality.
Other matters filed earlier over the Adani deals failed to proceed on Monday because the judge responsible was away.
The court is now sitting today until the 27th. There was a virtual sitting on the other matter filed by the Law Society of Kenya, and the representative of the Civil Workers Union, Senior Counsel Fred Gatia, has just briefed us actually when we are here on what has happened, because that matter was also put forward until December the 17th before the 3-judge bench. There may be need to consolidate this, but that's a matter for discussion going forward. And we think this matter is of critical importance. We are dealing with a critical infrastructure which touches on the national security and the well-being of a nation state called Kenya. We have said before we have no problem with investors coming to the country, but the way this Adani deal has been crafted, it has all the trappings of what one would call a state capture. Look at Adani at JKIA, Adani in Shaf and Shif, Adani in Ketrako, and the whole thing crowded in secrecy. In fact, the petitioners in this particular case, Tony Musyoka and political parties, Wiper Democratic Movement, Democratic Action Party of Kenya, and Jubilee Party of Kenya. So that's why we also came, and we are determined to fight over this for the benefit of not just the present generations, but future generations of this country. So there will be transparency. We know that some preliminary objections have been raised by the respondent, in this case Managing Director of Kenya Airports Authority and the team, the ministers and all. It will be an occasion for Kenyans to see how we cannot run a government and how we cannot auction a nation. So we will be here again, God willing, on the 27th of November, and we also be talking to the Law Society of Kenya. After all, we are also members, so we are interested both ways. And the civil aviation workers should remain encouraged that the whole country is watching. Sometimes maybe I can ask my colleague to add something.
Thank you very much. Maybe just to add that a lot of Kenyans, including the workers here, would be worried as to what this means. Just to assure them that this postponement of this case, the adjournment to the 17th of the LSK case, and this case to the 27th, does not mean that the conservatory orders are no longer there and therefore Adani will take over. No, which is a case related to this, and we shall be seeking consolidation of these cases. It means that Adani will not still do anything until these matters are heard and determined. So that is the assurance we want to give, but also thank Banandiema and his officials for standing with the workers, for fighting for our fellow Kenyans who are at risk of losing their livelihoods under the Adani deal, which is slope-sided actually in favor of Adani, and which we must tell Kenyans portends a lot of risk to our future as a nation. We've seen what is happening in Bangladesh. The same Adani was chased from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka, from Australia. Today we are hearing that he had a problem with the people of Bangladesh and he has cut off power. We want to tell this Kenya Kwisha government that if actually they are going to give this Adani everything, for Adani to control our airways in terms of taking JKIA International Airport, for Adani to control our energy sector by taking over Ketrako, for Adani to control our healthcare systems. Imagine if what has happened in Bangladesh happens in Kenya. One individual called Adani switches off power. The entire country is in darkness. This one individual called Adani grounds Jomo Kenyatta because he'll be controlling Jomo Kenyatta. The same Adani is controlling our healthcare. That Adani, Shah, Chief, whatever, he actually paralyzes our healthcare. Will we have a country? No. So we are saying no to this Adani deal. As leaders of the opposition, we want to tell this government to be responsible and to drop this Adani deal. That is all we're asking, but we leave to the judges and to our courts to do what is right and in our national interest. Asanteni sana.
Any questions? Because then that's
This is how things are going on for us in our nation. So welcome to all or everyone. Welcome so that we can have a conversation. We can have a chat tonight. So welcome everyone for those who are watching us so that we can have this conversation tonight. There's a lot going on, and you have seen that even the Adani deal, they want to be given even the electricity management so that they can control the electricity inside our nation. Wherever that you could be joking, they could shut off all the nation. So welcome to the studio. Let us have a conversation. The links on the comment section. Please use the link. Let us have a talk. Let us have a conversation tonight. The number of people watching is still low. Let us keep on adding up. Let us keep sharing. Let us keep on moving on swiftly, and let us keep on conversing even on the comment section. I see Kip is with me here. Hi Kip.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good,
Niambie
and let's go.
Shadisho. Uko sawa?
Niko sawa.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, naona mambo ni moto moto.
Nakwambia the Kenyans wants to be sold yote, mubaki na bila Kenya.
We are selling everything, even Raila tunauza yote. Price tag ya Raila ni 10 billion. You saw that? Campaign yake ili cost 10 billion, and that could have been used to pay for university. 10 billion Kenya shillings. And then we are looking at people like Kalonzo. Kalonzo nje ataitisha maandamano aje? During last year's maandamano alikuwa anajificha huko kwa nyumba yake, sijui ilikuwa Karen ama Spring Valley, alikuwa amejificha huko akisema ati alikuwa na diplomats. It's the same man who was negotiating with Whitman Wamalwa. Leadership in Kenya is just full of garbage. These people, the most they can do is just to be seen. Unajua kazi ya the main job of a politician in Kenya are two things. Score brownie points in parliament, not actually legislate. Score brownie points in parliament, or go to Spice FM or Citizen, or go to Jeff Koinange's bench, spew all the nonsense, talk about their lives, talk about their wives, talk about how it was hard for them to get where they are right now. And the other thing is to come to a scene of a crime like as if they're reporters, like Kalonzo and Wamalwa. So why did they have to travel to JKI? They would have easily done it in what do you call it, in Wiper House. The same message would have been relayed in Wiper House. The same message would have been done in DAP Kenya or Jubilee House. But these idiots just had to come to a conference and show us that they're doing something. Mind you, see, DAP Kenya has MPs. Wiper has MPs. Azimio has MPs, including the ODM. Why don't they block it as legislative? Why aren't they collaborating the way they told Gashagwa to remove this bill? So I don't understand us making a big story of Kalonzo coming out of the airport. Actually, mimi nitakuja airport Kenya, so news zikuje kuniona. I want news anchors to come and greet me at the airport, because it seems like it's important enough to come to see me in the airport to tell me exactly the same thing I hear from the newspapers, the same thing I hear from Twitter. Adani deal is not good. So how is it that they're telling us that it is important? And Kindiki is the deputy party leader of UDA. hata hiyo sikuwa nimejua. Yeah, and Moses Kuria, actually jana somehow in the show it was ignored, the fact that Moses Kuria said something very important yesterday. Moses Kuria alluded to the fact that UDA and ODM are going to join forces. And this is what I'm hearing from the ground. My Nilotic brothers from Nyanza are going to vote for Ruto. Tell it. It's going to be an alliance between ODM and UDA, whether you like it or not. I think people are hearing the wrong rumors that UDA are tired of alliances. They're not. They're not tired of alliances. Kwanza sasa hivi vitu ziko tamu sana. We are hearing rumors that there are more CS slots that are going to be filled in because watu wa Mrima wanatolewa. That is why the AUC job is very important. Because mzee akiingia huko politics tena vitu zitaharibika. So Shadisha, let's help Kalonzo and Wamalwa take the challenge to court, because the courts of Kenya have helped us, because all he'll hear is hot air, wild goose. Actually, that's what they're doing right now. It's a wild goose chase. There's nothing that's going to happen. It's going to happen exactly as we saw with the housing bill, the housing levy. Mtaenda kotini, mfikirie mmeshinda, mfurahie, mfikirie mmekufa, then it will be brought up next year and Adani will win the deal. Forget about the video you had of Wetangula. That is besides the point. This thing will sail through. All the MPs wamekula pesa, wamelambishwa pesa, and wataendelea kulambishwa pesa, and Kenya is running through taxpayers' money to bribe people. That is it. The services that Kenyans are paying for is to see these people on TV, to see these people in big vehicles, to see these people bribe one another. That is it. Kipindi. It's actually, it's so surreal. Like, honestly speaking, the few civil servants we pay are also freaking corrupt. There are very few good civil servants out there. Because even to get services in Kenya nowadays, you have to pay somebody to get those services. So unashindwa ushuru yenye umelipa, sinafaa kusaidia na huyu mtu wa KRA, ama nafaa kuchungwa na huyu mtu wa KAA, ama nafaa kuchungwa na mtu hapa wa traffic, nafaa kuchungwa na polisi. Lazima ulipe. Tumelipa with, like, during Kibaki's time, we paid for traffic lights, very expensive traffic lights in Nairobi city. Never used them. I don't remember the last time we used traffic lights in Kenya. We have a police officer helping us do traffic. So I don't know where money that we pay through taxes go into Kenya. So for me, hii kitu ya kuchallenge the Adani deal is a waste of time, Kalonzo. I think you just like to see yourself on TV, and the same to you, Wamalwa. Because I'll be honest, Kalonzo, it's already almost 1.5 years. It's going to be 1.5 years next year. And you've not expanded your party. It's as usual. Uja expand party yako. Your party is still a village party, unfortunately. I want to see Kalonzo expand more in Mombasa. I want to see Kalonzo go to Tarakaniti because he's got an audience there. I want to see Kalonzo in Eldoret. I want to see Kalonzo going to Northeastern. I want to see Kalonzo expand if kama amona anatosha bei. Hii mambo ya kufuatana na watu ati una form alliance just because you're a tribal leader. When you're kingpin wa Ukambani, unaona, I'd bring my people to join kingpin wa Waluya, then we form together. It's imeisha. I think it's high time Kalonzo gives the reign to somebody else. Because hii ni cinema tu. This is your president now. Huyu nje atatoshana na Ruto. Ruto is a beast. So in other words, Kenyans, 2027 is Ruto's time. I'm sorry. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, Keith, thank you for that, your opinion. Please, I welcome you to this video. Let us come, let us have a conversation, because this is our nation and we need to have a conversation. For those who are watching, thank you. Continue liking the video, continue sharing the video, continue urging other people to join so that we can keep this moving. Or else, if you don't want to join, we can also call it a day and then we will be back tomorrow. But before we do that, let me talk to you a little bit as I give you opportunity to join inside the studio. The link is on the comment section. Use the link to join inside the studio so that we can have a conversation. You have said that our nation, the leaders, you said that the Kalonzos, they have said that they want to try the court because they believe with the court. What do you feel? What do you feel? Your opinion? You say that Ruto will only just say silent, will be only be silent this year, and then the next year when the deal will be closed, whether even you have not been notified. So, what do you feel we should do as Kenyans, or should political leaders do?
What we should do as Kenyans is, in my opinion, is have your own. Don't follow people. Have your own fight. Yeah, my fight is Raila Odinga. Have your own fight and go protest it. Protest it with all your heart, with all your might, and do not be swayed. So if you have problems with the courts, there's this one Kenyan arrested every day. I like that man. Anapiga kelele hapo kwa kotini, anapiganga kelele hapo parliament, na wanamfunganga kila siku, lakini atarudi. I don't know what his name is. Nobody is sponsoring him, and he speaks very eloquent English, and he says, I am fighting for you. Those are the sort of Kenyans I want to see. I want to see people who fight, not because there's a crowd of people that are fighting. It is, there's this famous Swahili saying that people always say, ujitume. Kama unaona makoti inawakosea, we enda huko kwa makotini na upige kelele pia wewe. Protest. Be disobedient as an individual Kenya. Do not wait for a group of you, because I believe we are cowards as a society. We are cowards. Or we've been defeated. We look so defeated. Ruto has defeated us, and it feels bad. But I feel like we should not be defeated, and we should go on our own and protest individually. Kuna msichana alishika fimbo na akaambia watu waezi kuja kuvunja vitu zake. Like there's always this there's this spirit of some individual Kenyans that I want the rest of us to emulate, whereby we become an individual. Boniface Mwangi, I don't care what people think about him. Yeye anapigana, he's very consistent with what he's doing. Hata kama una shida na vile Morara anafanya vitu zake, hata kama ako na checkered past, anafanya kitu yake, wachana naye, na wewe anza yako, start yours. Hata kama Kaspul ameenda huko ODM, mbona wewe usiende ukwe Kaspul? You Gen Zs. But there's something very interesting, and this is why I have to come back to Raila. Tell me one liberator except for Nelson Mandela that has done well for the world. One liberator, niambie tu moja, except Nelson Mandela. Museveni was a liberator of Africa. Mugabe was a liberator. Gaddafi was a liberator. Idi Amin, not so much, but he was. Jacob Zuma was a liberator. After a few years, liberators will let you down. And it's time we accept it. That the fight of a liberator of society that is just their job, to liberate you, because liberators are not supposed to be leaders. Leaders are people come out of the woodworks that are ready to lead after we've been liberated. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith, for that response. Let me listen to Prahabad. Prahabad, how are you?
I'm fine, Shadiza.
Yes, let me listen to you.
Okay, I'm also, when I saw that Kalonzo was going to protest, and then today they were in court with Eugene Wamalwa. Okay, I'm one of the people who say at least he's doing something. But for somebody of his caliber, that is something that anybody can do, like just go to court. Any Kenyan can do that. So you would think that Kalonzo, with his influence and his experience, he would do something that has a greater impact. And of course, as Kenyans, we are also not deluded because, we were successful even in court, High Court, saying that, this Adani, the Finance Bill 2013 was wrong. At the appeal court, the same. And then Supreme Court came and, just said, it's okay. So there is that it's one avenue and there's nothing wrong with pursuing it. But we also know that it might not get us what we want because of the compromise and, how things are working for us right now, that, the courts do not deliver. Once in a while, you are successful in what you're agitating for, and then the next moment you don't even have it. So I would think, okay, let's see how they are going to follow it up. I think he mentioned 27th. Let's see, is it that they will go to court and in the absence of justice or what they're seeking for, they will go to another level? I just hope that it will be it, because if he doesn't step up, then, even his political career, because where next can he go? Foreign ministry, vice president, and the only other ambition would be to be like the president of the country. So is he ready for 2027? Whatever he's doing, does it give confidence in him being the alternative as somebody who's pushing for the needs of Kenyans? I don't feel convinced, but I wish he can continue and put more vibe, more strength into what he's doing, more belief in Kenya, so that we can say maybe this is an alternative. And then Kindiki, he's been given that leadership that Gachagua had of UDA, and seeing what happened to Malala, seeing what happened to Gachagua, atie kichwa chake maji. I don't know if he has anything up his sleeve that he can use to make an impact, but we know one of the reasons he was a replacement was because his loyalty is highly expected. It is not expected that he's going to challenge his boss in any way. I don't know if he has it in him. I don't know. I don't think so. So for him, maybe he wants to be there in case of I don't know what his ambition is also in the political career, because he didn't do so well when he was the CS. That was a platform. You know, as a career politician, you get a platform and you shine on it so that it builds you for the next level. He underperformed based on my opinion, and I believe many Kenyans, when he was the CS for Interior. So as a DP, he'll just be deputizing the president, because basically that's what it is, and whatever duties Ruto gives you. So I think there's still a sense in which, as Kenyans, we still need to up our game and think of what we can do in our own spaces. And, you know, I am glad Kip also mentioned Mandela as a liberator. You know, it is interesting that, you know, he is one of the models of liberation, and yet, as we speak today, there are still people who feel that he didn't do the right thing when he joined forces with Botha, and even decided that they're going to share power. And even when he decided that he's only going to go for 5 years, there's a sense in which there are some people who still feel that where they are today as South Africa, Mandela is the one who brought them there, because there are still pockets of apartheid or racism that they think that if he had stuck to his guns and, you know, not shared power with the whites of South Africa, things would be different. So for me, I think what we have today is, as Kenyans, we just need to go back, see what we can do by ourselves, because again, we've relied too much on our politicians, and yet we know that they don't deliver, and we have rarely been able to make them accountable for the things that they're supposed to do, even though we have employed them to do them. So as much as we have expectations on the people who are in the leadership space, we still have to think about our own roles. What is it that we can do? Who is it that we can join forces with to be able to make an impact? Just do your little bit, my little bit, your little bit. If it is combined, it will be 1 million people, it will be 2 million people, it will be a lot of people, and that gets a lot of impact. So based on the topics today, I think the people we are talking about today, if it's Kalonzo, if it is Kindiki, as a Kenyan, I don't know how that builds my confidence in what is being done, but let them do what they're doing. Meanwhile, I'll try and see what it is, you know, because I was thinking, even if is there pressure that we can do as civilians in terms of backing up some of these things? Is it the collection of signatures so that we make our voices heard? Can we reach out to some of the activists and we see if we can push some of the agendas that we have in our list? You know, we put it in the face of this elected people, and, you know, ask them that, you know, we really want you to be accountable for the roles that we have given you. So I'm trying to see if there's anybody out there who's, you know, the 1111 that is, and I'm expecting to see, is there something that will come out of it? And after that, is there a way we can join forces in terms of Maybe I cannot be able to go to the street. Maybe I cannot be able to go to the court, but can I lend my voice in terms of, mobilization so that we can reach out to some of the people who maybe are interested in securing their future in politics, and they're seeing the bigger picture, and they're seeing how civilians and Kenyans have come up in the past, and there is still that possibility. We cannot write off that Kenyans will again rally behind an agenda and push it to the extent that we have done some of the things that we did in the recent past. So that's my feeling, that there's still a lot that can be done. Everyone, if we make a choice to do something, I think we can do that. Yes, Shadizo.
Wow, everything is getting hot, everything is getting out of control in our nation, but we need to stand up and fight for our nation. Be there for our nation. Please, for those who are joining, please, I welcome you on the board. Come, let us have this conversation, because Kenya needs our nation. And if we don't have the conversation right now, we'll get into chaos. And also, for reminding you, don't forget the poll question tonight. Our poll question tonight is going on, and we're still voting. Continue voting for the poll question. What do you feel about those people who bring light for in our examination and bring the scandals in our examination in Kenya? Should they be arrested? So please tell me on the comment section. Also tell me on the poll question, so as we can have a conversation whereby we see now the DP Kindiki being appointed as to take over as the DP leader for UDA, and also Frahabat has communicated a little bit, but I want to add something about I want to also ask Frahabat a little bit question that, Frahabat, what do you feel about the procedure? Did the procedure whereby the people from UDA used to do to remove Gachagua on the DP position of the party leadership of UDA, is it the right way, or how do you feel?
I was among the people who were saying kufa makanga, kufa dereva. First of all, the rally call was, Ruto must go. But at some point, the impeachment of Gachagua came on board. And for me, I said, this governance had its flaws. And both the topmost leader and the second in command were part of everything that we are going through. So for me, I'm not keen to let anybody off the hook. So when the opportunity of one person being caught and, there's an opportunity to get him out of that seat, I wanted that opportunity to be taken advantage of. In terms of the process, one of the what I have realized, that the law, they say it's very clear, but as clear as it is subject to interpretation. So I gave the example the other day that if I took your chicken without your permission, meaning I stole it, and we go to court, and Shadizo, you fail to prove that Furaha took your chicken, it will be like I didn't steal your chicken. Does that mean I didn't steal your chicken? No. So as much as we would like to question the process, you do realize that an impeachment, all that needs to be done is to lay grounds. And once you have laid grounds, people are supposed to vote. Was that how it happened? Yes. Mutuse took it to National Assembly. People voted for it. If they did it because of their interests or because of whatever, if they didn't do it properly, that has to be put against the the provisional orders of the National Assembly, the court when it gets to court, because again, when the impeachment passed and it was taken to Senate, there was also another expectation that maybe Senate will not find fault with it. But whatever grounds were laid down, people asked questions regarding those issues. And in my observation, the people who are on Gachagwa's side were not able to clear themselves fully in terms of the grounds that were being raised. I ask you, why are you doing this? And you tell me, my boss also does it. You see, that's not a defense. And then they still had the opportunity to go to court, because I trust processes. We are supposed to trust processes, but as I have said before, sometimes these processes let us down. So Gachagua had an opportunity to go to court. But when he went to court, there was a first one that was pulled on him in terms of bringing a holiday so that he couldn't go to court to now again ask for orders of stay orders for the process. So Kindiki got sworn in. So you see, being overtaken by events, because when he went to court, he didn't seek to challenge the process. Shadizo, you remember that? He did not seek, he wanted a stay conservatory orders against swearing in of Kindiki, as opposed to say challenging the process. The challenge of the process is something that is still in court, but the urgent matter that they went to court for was conservatory orders. So in a court, what you pray for is what is dealt with. These are the things the courts will work on it, and of course they will be overtaken by events. But we do realize that when Gachagua went to court, he was not seeking to challenge the process. He sought conservatory orders against the swearing in of Kindiki, and then urgently brought other applications, as in the constitution of the bench, the nomination of the constituents of the bench. Yeah, so those were dealt with. But did they give him an opportunity to challenge the process? They didn't. So for me, sometimes you look, because again, the courts also look at what is the larger public interest. People would want to believe that maybe the larger public interest was that, people didn't want Gachagua impeached, or they were not happy with the impeachment because the process was unfair. But then there are people like me who think we did achieve something by getting him out, because one thing he didn't see last year, I don't think anybody would have known that Gachagua would be out of government today. And for me, that is a message, to any politician. You might sit pretty, but if Gachagua didn't see his ouster coming, then you cannot rule it out. It's not impossible for you to get out somebody. It can happen one way. Something can happen, something can twist, some occurrence can take place that might just lead to, somebody who is sitting pretty and thinking nothing is going to happen to me. 2027 is a long way out. Yeah, 2022, we thought 2027 was a long way out. I don't think Gachagua thought that, 2 years down the line, he would be out of the DP's seat. So in a sense, it just does give me some confidence that, we can use the means that are in place and just make them work for us in getting rid of the people that we are not happy with in power. If it is Ruto, he might not see it coming. He might feel safe now that he feels maybe he has Baba on his side, he feels like, there's nothing that can happen. And then people can rise up and overpower him when he least expects it, because maybe he has begun to feel comfortable that, now that I have taken out the person who I thought maybe was a challenge to me, or I was afraid that, maybe this person will not toe the line that I want, and now he's out, and now I have my loyal deputy, I can settle. And then just when he thinks he can settle, another uprising can come, and it can unsettle him, because he might not just, see that angle coming.
Thank you for that submission, Fra, but I really appreciate it for this conversation. As we sum up, I'd like just tell us, what is your opinion? What should you feel that Kenyans should do? Fra, but are you getting me?
Just to come again?
I say, as we sum up, what is your opinion about Kenyans? What should Kenyans do?
My take is usually, I don't know exactly what you can do. Most of the time, I think of what I can do based on my own experience and where I am. Am I in a position to youngsters? Am I a parent, for example? Can I convince my, my children or the people that I interact with to make a move that can better their lives? Because there's also something that Kip has mentioned, that Kenyans, once in a while you get people who are brave and they stand out there and they're courageous enough to speak for what they want, but there are not many of us. Many of us, we might speak in crowds, in spaces where we are, but when it comes to actions, when it comes to standing up for what you believe in, standing up for against, a regime that doesn't care about its people, that's where sometimes we get a challenge. That we are very good on Twitter, on social media, we make great impact, but can we harness that? Can we harness, Kenyans can harass you to submission. You've seen some of the social media wars that happen if, say, a South African was to mention something about Kenya, and then Kenyans rally there until the person surrenders. I've seen that happen a lot on social media, and people are saying, hey, Kenyans, wachana now. But now, for us to be able to harness this this energy that we kind of have when we are required to come out and maybe use this kind of energy to put pressure, maybe that's where we will fall short. People, some will come out. You'll have a good number, but it will not be sufficient, to achieve what you want. And when we fall short like that, that's when lessons are learned, like when the Gen Z movement fell short in June, the person we wanted to take out alirudi kwa vitabu, akapiga mahesabu yake, akafanya 1 2 3 1 2 3 to try and seal whatever gaps he thinks, could have led to such a movement. But what I'm saying is there's still an opportunity. It's not over until it's over. And again, a war is not won with one fight. That's what I always say. So as much as that movement was very impactful, it doesn't mean that and it didn't achieve what we wanted. So it doesn't mean that that's the end. You know, there can be another fight and another fight and another fight until the war is won. So these fights, what nature will they take? We have the activists. We have us, the citizens, trying to mobilize ourselves together to get, you know, signatures if it's necessary, to push our MPs if it's necessary. So I'm just giving suggestions. For me, I know I have whatever influence I have, whatever circle I'm in, I would wish to influence that circle to say, for us, let's do this. Are we going to join these people who are mobilizing around an agenda? That's what I need to do. So I think everyone can do what they feel is in their capacity to influence whatever outcome that they are expecting. Because there are times when we just want, and that's why, you know, when our expectations are not met, then we get disappointed with somebody. But you see, we have invested in other people to fight for us, our wars. Yeah. Even the other day I said, you know, there were a lot of people. For me, I really wanted Kamala Harris to win. I thought it was time for a woman, and I felt that, you know, there was a lot she had to offer. But of course, she also had the baggage of being, you know, in the Biden presidency. So if some of the shortfalls that were in Biden presidency were seen as something that Kamala Harris was also part of. So maybe that also worked against her. I don't know. But you know, that's just a comparison, because that's another country, and they have all their interests, and you know, there are things that serve them. But there are a lot of people I saw that were saying they would like Trump to win because Trump ni kiboko ya Ruto. You see, so it's like we really like this thing of somebody to come and deal with our problem for us. If Ruto is our problem, we shouldn't expect somebody else to come and deal with him for us, because they will only deal with him to the extent that it serves their interest. And their interest might not even be our interest, you see. So even if they take out the ambassador, what if they bring another one who's, you know, worse than Megan? I don't know. So for me, I think we should task ourselves more. We should task ourselves more as Kenyans. What we are doing is good. When we have these platforms and we come out and we share our ideas and we share our skills, it is good. But that's only a few people. It's only a few people who are doing that. If we can get more and more people to do the same thing, I think the courage will build up, because I think there's also courage in numbers. Yeah. If I go out by myself and I'm not successful, if we go as a larger group, sometimes we might, you know, be heard, we might be seen more, rather than if I just went there as Furaha, or if I just raised my voice as one single individual. So for me, Shadizo, I think there is that aspect of we can always do more. If whatever you're doing, you can still do more. Whatever you're offering, you can still offer more. And also you can impact on others to also feel the need to join you in whatever you believe. Yeah, that's what I think, that there's still room for us to be able to do much more than what we are doing right now.
Okay, thank you very much for that conversation. I really appreciate for keeping it moving. And for those people in the comment section, I appreciate for those who have contributed for the tonight conversation. I really appreciate for those who joined up and having this amazing conversation. I really appreciate it for those who made the day, and I appreciate for everyone for the contribution, because as Kenyans, we are going somewhere, and we know we will bring and make a better nation, a better culture, a better place, and a better nation, whereby we will have the conversation, we will have the charts, and we'll have the solution for every problem that we are facing as Kenyans. So I want to ask everyone that who has been watching to this time, please share the like, share the stream, share the video, so that everyone else can get it, and those who have been participating with can also join. And if the first time coming across the channel, please, I request you, please consider liking the video, subscribing, also joining and being a member of Sound Kindiki. I also appreciate you for those who are here, and I want to ask you, please, you can support Sound Kindiki through the scrolling details on the screen. Use the scrolling details on the screen to support the channel, and also God will bless you. I want to say thank you for those who have been with us at this right moment. Indeed, it has been great. Let us meet tomorrow, the same place, the same time, the same hour, for another amazing conversation. I'm your host tonight, Shadizo. Goodbye. Let us meet next time.
Afadhali mzee ambaye ni mtulivu, ambaye hana haja ya kujaza mifuko yake, ambaye atachunga masilahi ya watu yake, badala ya mdomo tamtamu, lakini akiingia ni wale wa kufanya moja yako, nusu ya mwananchi, mbili yako, na tano yangu. Na mnawajua nyinyi mnao.
Kutafuta uongozi kwa kutumia dini au kutumia kabila, unagawa watu. Kazi ya uongozi ni kujenga watu wawe kitu kimoja.
The 2.2 billion has been spent in the office of the president and State House between July and September. If you do that calculation, it means that we spend in that office 23 million per day and 1 million per hour. That cannot be sustainable.
Karanga,